Today we're trying to catch another catfish. We haven't caught a catfish yet, but this is our third attempt. We're at Walmart and we're gonna be getting some stinky little bait, and hopefully we'll catch a big old catfish today.
We're too scared to bring the camera into the Walmart, so we're gonna switch to cell phone footage.
I have so many blades on me right now.
Whoa!
Okay, Google. Now, typically Walmart has a catfish section in their fishing section, but we couldn't find it at this Walmart, and there was no catfish bait to be found. So we had to go for plan B, which is shrimp.
Oh. $5. Oh, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. We're grabbing the shrimp.
Before heading out, we grabbed some hot chicken tender meals, which were absolutely bussin'. And we almost forgot the cooler, but we grabbed that too on the way out. And we had a go-go, bro. We had like 2 hours left on the clock before the park closed.
Hi.
Despite it being like 12 degrees that morning, the sun was out and we were feeling pretty good.
So we're catching catfish. I've caught catfish before in Charlotte. We're in Asheville and it's cold here. And I've never fished this spot except for with Purple Cup times, and we didn't catch anything. So we're cursed and we're trying to break the hex.
Now I really hate hooks, so after Bruno finished tying all the knots and putting all the bait on, we cast them out and waited for something hopefully to bite.
Also, peep the shoes, dude. Get a shot of the shoes. New Balance sponsor us. I set a timer on my phone for 15 minutes, and in 15 minutes we're gonna take up the bait and just cast it somewhere else, just somewhere else off this pier.
Thankfully, before a mutiny could occur due to boredom, we noticed the couple next to us had got something on their hook, and it turns out it was a catfish.
We got a little dude here. The brother across the pier is what appears to be an old brother, master fisherman as they come, and he gave us this guy. He's pretty big channel. Okay, buddy, you stay in there. Oh. Slumber, go to sleep. He's sleeping, I think.
After putting him in the box, we gave him one final scrape. There you go. And prepared to head out.
I think we're gonna do nuggies, so we're gonna chop them up and get some fish fry, if you know what I'm saying, and do it that way. I think that's the plan, right?
Yeah. Now we realized it was gonna be kind of a problem getting him home, but we figured that out.
Hey buddy, don't be scared. Okay,
don't
splash, don't splash. Okay. What is the catfish listening to?
Avicii. Oh my god.
Oh, he's sloshing.
Jesus Christ.
This catfish is moving at 40 miles an hour. This is the fastest a catfish will have ever moved in his friend group, you know?
Yeah, you're right. This is a quick catfish.
Are you gonna come in, or you just want to stay there?
Is it like inhumane to leave like the dog in the car? We're at Ingles to get some seasoning to cook this guy up with. Don't worry, he'll be okay. We left the windows cracked. Less sodium. We want all sodium. After somehow getting this catfish back in one piece, we were finally at the apartment.
Derek, which we named the fish, is up in the apartment, and then we're gonna choose a rock that we're gonna bash him in with. Our trusty fillet knife, $4 at Walmart. You don't need a crazy fillet knife to eat some good fish. Just keep it sharp.
All these are way too big, bro. Oh my god.
Dude, I fell in a hole! And my new shoes are fucking filthy! Fuck!
While Bruno was busy falling in a hole, I got some pretty good sized rocks and asked my roommate for his opinion on which one I should kill the fish with. He said the big one.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Alright, so Derek, as we've named him, is right here in this cooler. We're going to take him out. We're going to show you some of his defining characteristics, and then we will throw him in the pan. Alright, hopefully I can get him out of here without him thrashing around too much. Alright guys, this is Derek. He's a channel catfish, and you can tell he's a channel catfish, one, by his coloring. So he's green and he's got some spots here, so he's just leaving adulthood. And catfish, when they get older, channel catfish specifically, they'll get really black on the top and they'll stay kind of white on the bottom. Another way you can tell it's a channel catfish is because he's got a forked tail. Channel catfish will get slightly bigger than this. They can get like 20 to 30 pounds. They won't vary much in length, but they will get really, really fat. And channel catfish do a lot of like staying at the bottom. They eat a lot of stinky stuff, so you'll catch them using stink bait like chicken liver and cheese. Now we're gonna cook them up. All right, so we bonked Derek and he's bleeding out of his gills. A lot of people bleed catfish just by cutting off the tail and letting him go. And bleeding the catfish generally will give you tastier fillets. It'll just help keep some of the blood out of the meat. But also just washing the fillet after will do the same trick. But while he's bleeding, we can just leave him under running water so that the blood doesn't coagulate. And let him bleed out as much as he can. So Derek is expired now. We're gonna get into taking off his fillets and some of his belly meat. I've done this a few times, but I'm not the best. So there's a bunch of YouTube tutorials on how to do this, and they do it much better than me, but this is how we're gonna do it for now. So for catfish First, what we do is we kind of take off these fins. They are super bony, so do you have those kitchen shears, Perp?
Even with the shears, this took us a couple minutes to get done, so I'm just gonna cut to it.
Start by taking those off, and you can take this dorsal fin off as well, but we're going to leave it for now. And catfish have a really big rib cage, and you're not really gonna eat a whole lot of that rib meat. So we start here at the back, and we just find the back of his skull. It's about right here, and that's where our first cut's gonna be. And we're just gonna follow the spine as long a slice as we can get, and we can find where his ribs finish, right in here. There we are. Meat. I accidentally cut into his fucking guts a little bit. All right, now we want to dispose of his fucking body. You got a bucket, Perp. So we're gonna rinse these catfish. Their fillets get a little bit bloody. This is white fish. But you do want to clean it off as best you can. We're not going to soap it or anything, and do our best to keep the area contained. But we are just going to rinse off the meat, and we will take the skin off of these as well. That's what little belly meat was on.
After rinsing the meat, we're gonna pat it dry and then remove that skin. So what I'm doing right now is I'm spreading out the fish a little bit, and then we're gonna hit it with Old Bay. We're gonna add more Old Bay later on, but right now this is our initial coating. Made a little bread and out of flour and Old Bay.
Now we're gonna toss them shits in there.
It is.
We're just putting it all in here, baby. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
This is the pan we're about to use. We're gonna fill it with about 1/4 inch of oil and just throw the little nuggies in there. And it's gonna be...
Crank that.
Crank that. We're gonna wait to add the oil. You should wait to add the oil too, if you're following along at home. We're gonna put that on in.
Where'd my ring go?
It's getting hot. We got Derek here all floured up. We're gonna throw Derek in the hole now. I'm gonna burn myself.
Just put one in.
Oh, that's nice.
Baby.
That's
Maybe
nice.
put them in with your fingers.
With my fingers?
Yeah.
That's old.
Yeah, that's how the pros do it.
I'm literally a professional.
All right, we're just gonna cook them for like 3 minutes on each side. It's white fish, and catfish is really tender, so it cooks like that. It cooks really quick. So we're just gonna let them get brown on one side, then we're just gonna flip them. So really just like 5 to 6 minutes for little nuggets like this. Crank that. Crank that. Sometimes I like to just tilt the pan towards the end. Like I'll crank the heat just a little bit more, and I'll let the oil get real hot, and then I'll tilt the pan just to give like the edges like a full fry just for a minute, and I'll do that on each side. That way they all get kind of a full fry. But they are done. So we're going to transfer them just right here to this paper towel. And look at these guys, man. Look at what Derek has become. So this is what has become of Derek. We appreciated Derek's sacrifice. Now he's become lovely, lovely nuggets, and we are going to try them and rate them 1 to 10. Taste test, taste test.
I got a really big piece so you can really taste the flakiness in it. And like, look at that, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That is excellent, bro.
Really crispy, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that's freaking good, bro. I wish we had 5 more Dereks to freaking bludgeon the rock. Let's get Brandon out here.
Brendan!
That's really good.
Think so?
Mm-hmm. I like that.
What would you give it?
Out of 10?
Yeah.
I'd give that like an 8.
So that was Derek. We made nuggets out of his body and it was delicious. This is Crum Eats. This is our first long form video. Check out our short forms on Instagram, and we're gonna hit TikTok pretty soon. But let us know what you think. Shout out to those guys on the dock who gave us the fish. Follow us to see what we do next.